Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tubby Time. Today we are going back out to the smoker and making something that is pretty common, but is delicious, and I'm a little scared to try because it is a lean meat. We're doing barbecue chicken, smoked to ultimate goodness. Let's get it going. All right, so in front of me, I have a variety of different cuts of chicken, but these are just skinless, boneless breasts, and I have 6-ish pounds total. We're gonna have some family over tonight, so this is a quick recipe that's gonna take probably a few hours, not like smoking ribs or briskets or anything like that, pork butts. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this chicken out, we're gonna put it in a brine. Now, why would you wanna put it in a brine before putting it on the smoker? Chicken is a lean meat. It's not like a brisket or a pork butt that has a ton of fat, intermuscular, is that the word, I think? So we want to get the moisture content in the chicken to a prime level where we don't have to worry about the smoker drying it out. And like I said, these are small cuts of meat, so they're going to take no time when we actually do put them on the smoker. Yes. Just like that. So we're going to open this up, and all I'm doing here is I want to just cut some of the remaining fat off or whatever. And like, you don't have to do much, but we're just seeing what's going to survive on the smoker, what's not. This isn't going to survive. That looks good. On to the next piece. Not much. Just that. Last but not least, I don't know if these will survive, these little pieces here. If they don't, it is what it is. Yeah, whatever. Looks good. Nice raw chicken. Getting my hands all slimy. It feels delicious. So I got a large size bowl here. You can use a pan or something that you can evenly space the chicken out in. Keep in mind you want the chicken as cold as possible when you start this recipe. I'm adding 2 quarts of water, cold water I should say. Half cup of regular table salt, half cup of regular sugar, white sugar if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna kick it up a notch. We're just gonna add a few pinches of lemon juice, just a touch of olive oil, and our extremely close friend, soy sauce. About a quarter cup I'm trying for, maybe a little less. I don't want it to be too soy-y. Mix this bad boy up. And we want it to be pretty well dissolved, nice, even consistency.
Why can't you just use warm water to make the sugar and salt dissolve?
Because why would you use warm water on raw chicken?
So the sugar and salt can dissolve, I just said.
And you can get food poisoning.
You're gonna cook it anyway.
Yeah, it's going back in the fridge though. And why do you ask these questions? We're just gonna drop these in. Gonna be a little uneven, not a big deal. We're just gonna let these bad boys sit in the fridge for about an hour maybe. We don't wanna go too long. But if you're concerned about splashing and stuff, you can cover them. I'm not gonna cover them because I'm not gonna be opening the fridge. So yeah, we'll come back in about an hour, see how they are, and go out to the smoker. All right, it's been about an hour, just over an hour, I guess, sort of. Our chicken breasts look really good. So what I did is I took them out of the fridge. I have 2 trays here. These are just medium-sized deep trays. Line the bottom double layer of paper towel and place them on here after putting them on a drying rack so they could drip off into the sink a little bit. Trying to keep as much cold temperature as I can in there after taking them out of the fridge. And then I also just patted them down with another layer of paper towel, trying to get them as dry as possible. We don't want moist chicken going on the smoker. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my salt and pepper mixture. I'm just gonna try to evenly apply it to each breast. I'll start with this tray. And what's nice is the brine allows the mixture to stick. I'm just gonna do a little touch of garlic powder. I don't want too much, so I'm putting it in this little case here. Case, top, whatever you want to call it. Lid. Yes, the lid. Like I said, I don't really want too much of this. Just trying to sprinkle a little bit on. We'll flip them over. And we'll coat this side. And we need to keep shaking this because we don't want a lot of salt because the brine's already made it salty. Give it a nice pat, look at them, make sure they're pretty evenly coated. And the drying actually helps a lot. Smoker's at 250. That's where we're going to be cooking it at. We're using oak wood. Got a clean burning fire. And since these are the thicker breasts, I'm actually going to place these probably in the middle here. And I don't know how I want to do it. Let's do it that way. Actually, this one. We'll flip around. I want the thicker side facing the fire. And I might move these again. We'll see. Perfect. I'm going to season the other breasts, throw some more wood on, and we're going to come back in 45 minutes. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? So, it's been about 45 minutes. We have the chicken here. What we're going to do now is we're going to spray it and then baste it. Sort of weird is the difference in temperature, 250 in the center here and 178 on the end near the smokestack. So, not sure if that's going to make a difference. I hope it doesn't. We're just going to give it a nice spritz. And then we have our barbecue sauce over here, which has been warming on our, whatever you want to call it. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, so I'm just going to put this in here, get a reading with my thermopen. I'm looking to be, okay, so we're at 133 there, 117, 124. I'm just going in the thickest boy parts. So we got about 30 more degrees on most of them, I would say. What I think I'll do is I'll bump the heat up a little bit. So I'm just doing this, just get a nice coating on here. Trying not to move the seasoning too much. Seasoning is actually sticking pretty well. I'm going to heat up some more. I'm going to let these sit for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before I start doing anything else. And I'll what do you call it? Baste the other side. We're just looking for that coating. Looks really, really good. We have a new cameraman because Kayla's shucking herself. You know what sucks too is I got Kayla this basting brush here, and I use it more than she does, I think. All right, that's looking good. So we're gonna let those sit for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna throw another log on the fire and we'll flip them. I'm not gonna film that, and then the next thing will be done before you know it. Just keep repeating that process until they are good to go, 160 internal. Oh God. All right, everyone, it's been about 2.5 hours. This was only supposed to take an hour and a half, but barbecue takes time. So I got all but 3 chicken breasts off. I have them resting in the cooler. They smell delicious. They also are coated in barbecue sauce and just smell so flavorful. They look juicy. I think they're going to be good. Now, I'll show you the ones that are on here too, but I did rebaste them and turn them, I think, twice each side. So I basted them, turned them, basted them, turned them again. So every like 30 minutes or so, I wanted to spray them, baste them. Like I said, this was only supposed to take 90 minutes at 250. I have the cooker at, it was at 350 for a while just to get those up to temp because there's no reason to slow cook these. Now we're at like 300. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. So that's still 153. This one's got to be done by now. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, a little bit of a pain in the ass, but once again, account for extra time and your barbecue will be delicious, and give it time too. So, let's give it a taste test. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our finished product. This is just one of 12, because we're so rich we can afford multiple chicken breasts. Like I said, this took way longer than I thought it would, but what else is new every time I cook something? Let's do a nice cut in the center. Oh my God, look at that. Nice, juicy.
Moist.
Look at, yeah, oh, it's moist. Love it. Barbecue flavor. Don't worry about me washing my hands though. The barbecue flavor is delicious. How much barbecue sauce do we go through, I should say. Like probably like 3/4 of a bottle. Yeah. So it took about 3/4 of a typical bottle of barbecue sauce. Let's cut this off right here and we'll give that to you. Then I get this piece. What is that? That is delicious. That is absolutely delicious. Wow.
It was really good.
That's really good, isn't it? Oh my God. I'm never making chicken on a flat top again. I was going to do a flat top video next week, but why? I mean, we've got chicken on the smoker, and that's quick.
Is
That's
that barbecue sauce, like a little spicy, or is that from your seasoning?
No, I think it was the pepper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't put that much on there, but that's really, really good. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're out there and you're like, I don't know how to cook chicken or I want a better chicken recipe, this is the way to go.
It's not dry
so
at all. It's really good.
freaking good. I was really afraid it was going to be dry, but that is
No, it's good.
just absolutely gorgeous. 69 times better than anything I've ever cooked before in my life, I would say. Ready to be fat?
Yeah.
Good. That concludes another episode of Tubby Time. If you guys liked what you saw, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, tell us about things you want to see on our channel. We'll do our best. We love you all. On that note, stay safe.
Tubby! Is that it?
She ruined it again. Yep, whatever.
And Sean Garrett.